Alright people, Mike Salden here again, and welcome back to my insanity run of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We're just kicking off things on Ilos. Just going to jump in the Mako quickly and take out these Geth who are charging in. Because again, it's always good to just use the Mako if you have it, because the main weapons are that overpowered that it really helps you out. So yeah, we've got to go open this gate and then we can take the Mako through there. This mission could be pretty difficult. There's a lot of Geth destroyers. I think they drop a few Geth amateurs or whatever they're called on you. Yeah. Up. Okay, we'll just hide behind this wall. Overload, carnage, overload. There's two. Okay. Right, that one's getting in the way. The other one that I was damaging. God damn it. Okay. Come on. Okay, this one's getting pretty close now. Sabotage and warp. And I'll use sabotage as well. Hopefully that did something. Okay, it's retreating. Okay. Back. Now it's going to step in front of it again, okay, but its health's pretty far down now, so just hit that. Okay, that one's down. As long as that one doesn't start advancing on us, this should be pretty simple now. Overload. I thought overload actually damages them if they don't have shields. I know the main purpose of overload is to get rid of the shields, but maybe it's in Mass Effect 2 and 3 that overload also just does basic damage after you get rid of the shields. Thing about Ilos is this first part I always get really lost, so that's where we want to go, but we have to go back here somewhere to find the we have to get to this elevator. So is this? I don't think this is even the right way, but we'll head down this way anyway, just in case. Maybe there's something for us to get to. I always get lost in Ilos, even though it's such a small part of the map. And after this, it's always straightforward, just driving down that tunnel. This first part of the map, I always get turned around. But we'll head this way for the moment, because there seems to be Geth over here. We'll just hack that. That gave us control over an amateur somewhere. Look at Geth Stalkers, or Geth Sappers, these are called. See, these are all the same enemy: Geth Stalker, Geth Sapper, Geth Ghost. And I don't know why they keep getting renamed every time you run into them. They just do the same thing, jumping around and being really annoying. I guess there's probably some subtle differences to their attacks or something, but I would have to look it up. Yeah, there's a Geth Stalker. Doesn't really seem that different from the Geth Sapper or whatever those other ones were called. And then there's definitely one called the Geth Ghost that does that same sort of thing, just jumping around. But again, I would have to Google them to find out what the difference is between those three. All I know is they're the most annoying enemy in the game, and I always hate running into them. Okay, so yeah, this was the wrong way, but I sort of just wanted to get rid of those Geth, get some XP. I think we're nearing level 60 anyway, and we can't really level up much anymore, but since it's getting near the end of the game, we'll just try to get as much XP as possible, just in case we can level up once or twice more. There's not really much we can put our points into at this point to help us out, because we've got sniper rifle and assault rifle at maximum points, and our armor's at maximum as well, so Okay, was it this way? No, right, that leads back down there. Sorry if I'm a bit lost during this bit of the video. Just, I honestly do find it hard to get around Ilos. I don't know what it is about the map layout or the design of this level. It's just everywhere sort of looks the same. I think we're going the right way now. Yeah, here there's enemies over here. This must be the right way. Okay, get trooper. Take them down. Hit them with overload. That one's down. Tally. Attack that one. It's too late now. I've put him down anyway. Shield boost because we're actually losing a lot of health in this position. Can't really see what I'm aiming at here. I'm just sort of blind firing. Overkill. Yeah, there. That did it. Okay, so that's those guys taken care of. Okay, we'll just get underneath this. I think the right way is to ignore that elevator and head over here. Geth sappers are absolute favourite. Oh, and there's like 3 or 4 of them. We're getting shot at from all angles. This was a perfect place to go to. Okay. Our guns overheated. We need overkill, please. Nice. Overkill seems to really help out with these guys. I think Talia Rex got one of them. Nice. Okay, we knocked that one down and he's dead. There, okay. Thankfully for once we wiped those out pretty quickly. Yeah, okay, this is the elevator we needed to find. I think this next section could be really difficult. From what I remember, there's like a Geth Prime and a Geth Juggernaut and they all charge towards you at once in a pretty small room.
I bet this is the
hopefully we don't get too destroyed during this, but this could be the most difficult part of the game so far on Insanity. The rest of it, because I've been over leveled for a lot of it and had the best weapons for a lot of it, it hasn't been that bad. It's mainly been a game of stay in cover and take your shots carefully and you will survive. We're just gonna save because I have a bad feeling about this encounter, because I sort of remember there being a lot of Geth in here and getting... Yeah, okay, there's a lot of them. Can we hack this repair station? Where's the thing to hack? Oh god, this went badly. Okay, that was stupid. We're not going to try that again. What I was trying to do was looking for the Geth amateur repair station thing, and that would have give us a little bit of help there. Okay, this time we'll just try to get in cover quickly. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there's Geth destroyers, a Geth Prime, all sorts of Geth over here. This destroyer just ran in. Somebody hit him with something. Overkill, come on. Yes, there we go. Another one just showed up to take its place. Okay, we can't use overkill. Okay, retreat. Tally went down. Rex is almost down. This is bad. Okay, yeah, we're getting really destroyed during this fight. Okay, let's run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. We'll hack that. Thought I wasn't going to hack it that time, but then I had the opportunity and it cost us. Okay, we really need to rethink this strategy. Running into that room, it's just almost instant death. You're going to get overwhelmed. So I think our best bet is to get aggro the enemy and then retreat down this corridor and maybe whip out the sniper rifle. And then we'll try to take as many out as possible from a distance. Because these Geth destroyers like to just charge in. Tally already got taken down. That's not good. We'll put her back up. Okay, this is Geth Prime. We really want to get him down. He does a lot of damage. Rex and Tally are down again, and we can't use Unity because we already used it. Sabotage, we're just hitting this guy with everything. Shield boost. Okay, we're getting destroyed again. Retreat. Retreat. Head back down this corridor. Why is it loading? Okay. We're actually breaking the game because there's so many of them on screen at once. I think that's what's happening. Okay, we'll retreat. That kind of makes it pause over there, it looks like. So if we retreat down this corridor, there's not a lot of cover, but
You're good to go.
they seem to have stopped charging in at us. So now's a good time to make use of the sniper rifle. Yes, the Geth Prime is down. That guy's down. That destroyer's glitched behind something. We were lucky there. We use Unity to get Rex and Tally back up. Hopefully they can help us out with these last few. Draw some fire off of us. That destroyer seems to have unglitched himself. He's coming. Oh no, he's running away again. Okay, so it seems they can't come down this corridor for some reason. Or else their AI bugs out and they start running away. So, yeah, this is the last guy. Okay, we got through it. Nice.
All patched up.
So that wasn't as bad as I was thinking. It's just you need to come up with the right plan. Which again, being a sniper, it seems to have really helped us out. We didn't even have to repair the Geth amateurs to survive that. So I guess when you're doing this, if you're a sniper, the plan is go into the room, aggro the enemy, and then retreat down that corridor and sort of snipe them as best you can.
Saren's already got
And
a
the
head start.
enemy seems to
We
lose
have to go
interest
find
in
him before he
charging
reaches
towards
the
you once you head far enough back down that corridor.
Found it. Then we're just walking into a
But
trap.
yeah, we did die
That's a
twice,
chance we'll have
but
to take.
we managed to overcome that section pretty quickly. I think that's the most we've died in any section is twice.
Sounds
But
like some kind of message. But I don't recognize the
we've been doing a good job in this
It's probably
in Sanderon. I think I've only died
This
about
recording
4 or
must
5
be
times.
50,000 years old. No wonder we can't
Been
understand
sticking to
it.
trying to get as much
Messages
XP
all
as
broken up,
possible,
but I
be
recognize
as
some of the
leveled up
words.
as possible,
It's
have
a
the
warning
best
against the
armor,
Reaper invasion.
and it
Incredible.
really isn't that
The
bad in
cipher
Mass
must
Effect
have
1 as
transferred
long
an
as
understanding of the
you have
Prothean
good
language into your
weapons.
mind.
And if you play as a sniper and you plan to stay back and just snipe people like I just did, it seems to be a really good strategy for getting through
What's it
Insanity.
say? Can you make out anything
Being a
useful?
sniper in Mass Effect 2 and 3, I don't think it's going to be as overpowered as this, because I don't remember the sniper rifles being as overpowered in that game. Plus, you have thermal clips, so when you run out of ammo in Mass Effect 2, you know,
It said
it's
something
not
about
like
the
this
conduit,
game where
but
you
it's
just
too
have to
degraded
wait
to
for the
help.
weapon to cool
We should
down
go.
and you can use it forever. You have limited ammunition in Mass Effect 2, so it makes you really swap the weapons around. So I'm thinking in Mass Effect 2 I'm going to be a soldier class, change it up a little, and we're going to rely on assault rifles more in that game. Even though I've been using the assault rifle a lot in the second half of this playthrough, it's probably going to get used a lot more in Mass Effect 2. We really just want to get that Revenant machine gun you unlock because it has a clip of 80 rounds in it. And then when you combine that with adrenaline and you're firing 80 rounds in slow motion into the enemy's faces, it tends to take them down pretty easily. Though a lot of enemies in Mass Effect 2 have armor and barriers and stuff, so what you want to do quite often is bring Miranda and Morden in Mass Effect 2. Miranda can use warp to get rid of the barrier, and then Morden, he just uses incinerate to destroy the armor, and then Shepard uses adrenaline and a machine gun on their face, and that's how you pretty much win most of Mass Effect 2's Insanity Run. I am going to play it next after we finish Mass Effect 1 here, and we'll see how we get on with Mass Effect 2.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap around.
The rest of Ilos is pretty simple. You just sort of drive down this corridor. You stop for a little while to speak to Vigil, and then you sort of just keep driving on. I think when we get to the part with Vigil, since it's just a really long conversation, I might cut that section out of this video, and we'll just get back to the action after we get rid of, after we've spoken to Vigil, because I think that conversation, it goes on for about 10-15 minutes if you ask him about everything, and I don't think the video it'll be over an hour long if I do that. I think people just want to stick to the like sort of combat encounters during this Insanity run, and they don't really care about me talking to Vigil. So yeah, once we get up to this force field, I'll probably cut the video, and we'll join back up after we've spoken to Vigil.
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
'Cause he's down in one of these corridors. Yeah, and you have to go down this elevator ride too to speak to him, don't you? I'm just not going to cut the video yet because
if this were
there could be a combat encounter down here, but I'll just make sure once there's an all clear, we'll see Vigil. Oh yeah, he's just down there, so yeah, I'll just cut the video after this part. Okay, yeah, there we go. So just skip it over the Vigil conversation, and we'll get on to the rest of Ilos. It's really not that difficult from what I remember. You're in the Mako now for the rest of the mission. Just sort of machine gun and blast as many people as you can as you drive through here. You don't really have to fight any of them, you just sort of want to take out ones that are standing directly in your way, just in case they get a few lucky rocket shots off and do some damage. But mainly what you want to do is just catch up the saren and sort of be full steam ahead during this mission. And there's just a few in my way, so we'll just blast them. Drive past the Colossus because there's really not much point in fighting him. It would be different if each of these sections had a force field or something that only went down once you cleared the area of enemies, but there's nothing like that here, so you just really can't just drive past all these guys unless you're really desperate for XP for some reason at this point in the game. Then there's not really much reason to fight these guys otherwise. But I'm going to take out the ones that I can just for the sake of it. But yeah, these guys are annoying me because they're hitting me with some rockets. They're the only people who've done some damage so far. I took out a few of them. You can sort of tell this level was kind of under-designed, because there's just really that first area where you're walking about, and then it's just a really long corridor you drive down.
We don't have time to
You can sort of tell this first game they really had some budget constraints near the end of it, and they just wanted to get you back to the Citadel as quickly as possible, because the final battle with Sovereign is just about to start. Yeah, there he is. So he's jumped in. The Citadel is going to be defenseless because Saren has used the conduit on Ilos to sneak himself into the Citadel through a back route. He got himself another Geth on there, and they've sort of set it up so that Sovereign can just now invade.
Activate the defenses, seal the station.
So yeah, the Destiny Ascension. I will be saving the Council. But mainly that's because I like the Destiny Ascension, the ship, it's really cool.
Citadel control, do
you don't really gain much by letting the Council die, in my opinion. And it's always worth having like the Destiny Ascension for the final battle in 3. Also, there's 10,000 Asari on the Destiny Ascension, so that's a lot of troops that you're just going to lose. They do really set up the game that you're not supposed to like the council by this point, and make it kind of harder to choose to sacrifice people to rescue them. But I always see it as rescuing the Destiny Ascension, and just saving the council is more of a bonus objective from doing that. It's not really that hard of a decision, and it doesn't impact the future games that much. And you do sort of kind of regret it a little in Mass Effect 2 once you go meet the council and they're in one scene and they don't really trust Shepard still. They reinstate him as a Spectre if they're there, but that's about it. But then when you get to Mass Effect 3, it is nice in the final cutscene when the Destiny Ascension shows up. When all the fleets are being gathered, and you're like, yeah, that's there because I rescued it in Mass Effect 1. That's a pretty cool payoff. Yeah, we're just... Is there any Geth around here? Not really. Okay, there's a few husks we have to take out. Okay, nice. The husks in Mass Effect 2 on Insanity get a lot more annoying than those guys. They're just harder to take down. I remember some of them have armor. Those ones have shields, but we seem to tear through them pretty easily. But in Insanity on Mass Effect 2, I remember there's like the level where you go onto the collector ship. There's a part with a load of husks that just swarm you like a load of zombies, and it is pretty easy to get destroyed by them. They're not really an intimidating enemy normally, but when there's a load of them together on Insanity, they can overwhelm you pretty easily.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
He's just about to make it inside the Citadel. This is a pretty cool space battle for 2007. They probably put a lot of the budget into this sequence, and I can't blame them because it is the climax of the game. I do wish we saw more space battles over the course of the series, but again, I do understand that it was probably like a lot of took a lot of budget to get even just this battle set up, so I understand why they only do like one of them per game. Yeah, Sovereign, he's just, that's Citadel Tower, isn't it? That's where he's just going to grab onto. Excuse me. And he's sort of just going to try to hack the station, I guess, to send out the signal to the other Reapers in dark space and activate whatever it is that allows them to just travel from dark space into the main, into the Milky Way. But hopefully we're going to be able to stop that.
Lock the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
I don't think there's any really other really difficult encounters for this mission. Ilos, that room with all those Geth destroyers and the Geth Prime, was the main tricky part. Maybe if we're lucky, this part shouldn't be too hard. I think you have a lot of cover most of the time. There is one bit with some Geth defense towers or whatever that's a bit it can damage you a lot pretty easily. I think most of the time we have a lot of cover and we can put some distance between us and the enemy, and it's not going to be a situation like Ilos where that small room kind of allows you to be overwhelmed easily. Sabotage, or not overload, and throw. And this is a really fun area if you're a biotic, because using throw, it just sends them floating off the station because there's like less gravity out here. We're on the outside of the station. As you can see, that gun's just floating around. When you shoot them, they float because they lose gravity or whatever. Oh yeah, this is the kind of map we like as a sniper because there's a lot of cover for us, and the enemies like to take cover, and that means we can sort of get a bead on them. And as long as they're not charging towards us, it's not going to be too much of a problem. There we go, that guy's down. This guy, he's sort of stuck in. Oh, there he's coming out. Okay, oh, that took down our shields badly. But we're not going to be too panicked yet. There's only one gas left. Alright, there we go. We're at half health. Well, we only have 3 metagel packs left. That is not great for this section. We sort of need the full 7. We'll just save so we don't have to do that fight again if we lose up here somewhere. The only other part that could give us some trouble is the saren boss fight. Most people, they like to abuse biotics on saren. Just to really stun lock him. Okay, this Geth's this Krogan even is charging in on us. Overkill quickly. Okay, that was Geth Destroyer. Wonder if the Geth Destroyers picked up their charge technique from watching the Krogan that they brought along. It's always been pretty funny how they just charge towards you. And pretty intimidating as well. Especially on Insanity, because just when enemies get up close to you, that's kind of game over a lot of the time. Because of how quickly your health goes down. And if you're mostly a sniper like me in this run, a sniper rifle up close isn't going to do much. But again, that's why I also trained in the assault rifle. I'm making good use of it here at this point. But so far so good, we haven't really... sniper, okay. Again, Geth snipers are pretty deadly in this game. They have one shot at us before. So I'm always wary of them from now on. We'll just save again after doing that part. I know I'm saving a lot here, but I just don't want to repeat any of these little firefights if I don't have to. Okay, we'll take this guy down. Geth Destroyer charging in. We'll hit him with overload. Okay, that's alright. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. He just sort of fell over. He's still up. Oh no, there we set him on fire now eventually. He's shot. He's just hiding. There we got him. More Geth Destroyer and he's charging in. Okay, we managed to melee him and send him into the air. And he's away floating off the station now. We leveled up, but there's not really much we can sort of do to help ourselves at this point. Yeah, I think we've got all the best weapons we can and the best upgrades. Let's see, 32% shield recovery, that seems pretty good. Okay, so the game auto-saved there, but I don't trust it, so I'm just going to save again anyway. We'll turn on this tower quickly. Get this other one, come on. Good thing we have electronics up a bit for this. Because the more of these towers turn on, the quicker the Geth airship or whatever gets destroyed. And the less Geth we'll have to fight here. We're going to get over to this third tower quickly. There we go. Geth airship's already halfway destroyed. Nice. We'll just dig in over here. Tally, if you can get out of the way, please. And now you, Rex. Well, I suppose if you wanna be a shield for us, go ahead, Rex. Okay, the Geth airship's destroyed. Just take out the last few ground troops. Okay, there's one left behind there. Down, nice. Okay, we'll just saving. Okay, that's a lot of crowing. I wasn't expecting. I'm gonna throw and overkill. Nice. Brings Tally, you can charge in with that Death Destroyer head on for us. Ah, the crewing charged toward you. I didn't notice him. Okay. Come on, Rex. Take him out, Rex. Oh, nice. Okay, that's him down. Is that a Geth Prime or Juggernaut? I've got a Geth Juggernaut. That's not good. Okay, and there's a destroyer. And he took down Tally. That's not good. Ah, okay, we got him. Managed to do some good headshot damage there. That's Tally back up. And we've got 7 men in jail now. Nice. We must have picked that up off the enemy somehow. Only had 3 away back. Yeah, there we got another medi-jail. We're at full medi-jail, so that one won't help us much. Okay, this is this turret part that I was worried about, because this is pretty tricky. I think these turrets could one-shot you. These towers are annoying, they're sort of bullet sponges. Can't really even tell if I'm doing much damage to it because we're that far back from it. Just hit it with overload, hopefully that does something. Okay, that one's down, and there's 3 left. There's a lot of Geth in these. Oh! That's annoying. That's what I'm on about with these towers. They can sort of one-shot you if you're not paying attention. I didn't realise there was a rocket heading towards my face. I thought I just dodged one, but then I got hit by another out of nowhere. How far back did that send us? Okay, we'll take it again. And he's charging in. We'll hit him with overload and through. Nice. Sort of want to get back to that tower section as quickly as possible, because I'm pretty annoyed that I let that happen. Ah! Having a bad day today. That's like 4 deaths in one video. But oh well, I suppose it's the final mission, so you should expect this to be a bit trickier than normal. Oh, but that's annoying. Hopefully I don't fall into a pattern of being stuck in this little area. We did it easy enough the first time, but now I'm all annoyed not playing as well. I think that just proves that you can't rush insanity. You just sort of have to stay back and take out the enemies slowly, or else you're going to get just destroyed. Okay. You got him in time. Okay. Overkill. Thank God. I think what happened the last time is I got hit with that proven charge and didn't get him put down in time. Got a Geth Juggernaut with a rocket. Okay, watch that. Rex, if you... Okay, you hit him with throw. Nice. Okay. Really don't want to do that fight again because it's actually more dangerous than it looks. These turrets are now my mortal nemesis. Can't even speak. Yeah, these turrets are going to be my nemesis from now on because I'm pretty annoyed that they sent us back. I had a feeling this section was going to be annoying. because of these turrets. Okay, this time we're going to snipe this Geth. Because he was sort of keeping us pinned down in that area. Try to snipe a few of these towers while we're pretty far away from them. I hope this is doing damage to it. It's pretty hard to tell. Okay, we'll hit this Geth through and yeah, that's him away flying. Have a nice day, Mr. Flying Geth. Hopefully this turret will blow up soon. And Rex went down. Well, we won't worry about that at the moment. We'll just try to... Come on, please blow up. Nice. Okay, that proves the sniper rifle is effective. We'll just try to take these towers from as far back as possible so we don't get destroyed like the last time. Dampening, I don't know if that'll do anything from this range. Come on. You know you want to blow up tower, just blow up. Come down, tower, please. We must be doing very little damage from this far. Okay, there we are. I guess being how far back we are from the turret. Oh, we're getting shot badly. Please get into this cover and use immunity just to keep ourselves a little bit extra alive. Yeah, use shield boost, but we really need to. We'll get the Tally and Rex back up. Hopefully they draw some fire. Okay, here's a Geth we can take that. Alright, I think we're safe now. That little charge was a bit reckless. But I wanted to get closer to this tower. Hopefully it'll go up quicker. And it seems to be aiming at Rex and Tally at the moment, so we should have a clear shot at destroying it. Stop overheating the rifle, please. Yes! Okay, get the assault rifle out. Time to charge, Shepherd. Nice. Geth troopers are kinda really not that hard at this point. Because I've got such a good assault rifle, as long as you headshot them mostly. It only takes like 2 or 3 seconds to put them down, which is nice. And okay, we're back inside the Citadel. Nice. Celebrating, because that was probably the hardest, or what I imagined to be the hardest part of this mission. Was just getting past those turrets. Okay. So now we're going to fight, well, we'll save first before we fight anything. So I think there's going to be some Geth up here, maybe. And then we'll get to saren. We'll try and talk saren into taking himself out. And I think that'll skip the first part of his fight, if I recall. Actually, I think I always had enough Paragon points to talk saren down at this moment. I'm not quite sure what happens if you don't have that ability. Do you have a fight with him as saren, and then he gets indoctrinated, and you fight him again? Does being able to talk to him and convince him to take himself down, does that skip the first phase of a fight? I've actually never looked into what happens if you can't talk saren down. I'm just guessing there's another fight. There's 2 phases to the fight or something if you don't have that ability. Would have been nice if they rewarded you for having maximum Paragon, that you could not have to fight at all for this final boss. That would have been pretty funny and pretty rewarding for people who, you know, choose the Paragon path and put a lot of time into putting up charm and stuff. It would have been funny if you could resolve this without violence. So this is probably going to be the last bit of combat in this video. This is a saren fight. And I think it's a lot of cutscenes. I'll probably let the cutscenes play out just because this is the final video.
I was afraid you would.
And as long as it's not going over an hour long, it's alright.
Time for what?
I did cut out video earlier, but that's because
I think we both expected
it was going to take a while to talk to him.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems.
Yeah, he's just
the relay
still
will
convinced
open, the Reapers will return.
that this is the only way to survive, is to sort of side with the
You
Reapers.
survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then.
Yeah, because of what we said to him on Vermeer, he started to think about how he was becoming indoctrinated, and then Sovereign implanted him now to prevent him thinking for himself at all.
Stop thinking about what you said about Sovereign manipulation.
Yeah, there he's just admitting it.
About indoctrination.
Shepard got into his head
Doubts
and
began
sort
to
of
eat
was
away at
convincing
me.
him that he was
Sovereign
on the
sensed
wrong
my
side.
hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic, organic and machine, intertwined, a union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution.
So he's kind of talking about synthesis there,
This is our destiny. Join Sovereign
with what happened to
and
him. They sort of made him
experience
half machine, half organic. That's kind of why I don't think the
Sovereign hasn't won
synthesis
yet.
ending is a
I
good
can stop it
ending
from
in
taking
Mass
control
Effect
of the
3.
station. Step
Because it seems
aside
to be
and the
part of the
invasion will
Reaper's
never
plan
happen.
all
We
along.
can't stop it. Not forever.
Sorry to people who enjoy the synthesis
Saw
ending,
what happened to the
but it
Protheans.
feels kind of like a wrong decision. Also,
Some part of you
controlling
must
the
still
Reapers
realize
also
this is
feels wrong.
You can fight
That
this.
what's even the point of keeping these big giant battleships around?
There is still a chance.
To just create more war? So that, I know, the Milky Way can invade somewhere else? It doesn't really make any sense. Destroy is the only ending
It is too late for me.
that makes any kind of sense. It's not a fun ending either, because that
It's
way
not
you
over
have to,
yet.
get rid of
You can
ED
still redeem yourself.
and the Geth if you save the Geth.
Shepard. Thank you.
I'm getting a bit ahead of myself again, so ready to stick to talk about Mass Effect 1. But yeah, Saren, we've convinced him to take himself down. Again, I don't know if you don't have the enough Paragon or Charm to do that. Is there a fight up there in this area with Saren, and then you have to fight him again after you defeat him? And so that's skip the first section of the fight. I maybe looked that up back in the day, but I've never thought about it since. I always just have enough
Open the
Paragon
station's
points
arms.
for this
Maybe
section.
the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna have to choose to save the council.
Drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The council is on board. I repeat, the council is on board.
Excuse me. Or hold the fleet back to attack Sovereign. But to be honest, we can do both. We lose quite a few human ships, but the Destiny Ascension, their crew has 10,000 on it, so it's really, the right decision. Even if you hate the council,
You'd sacrifice
you're not just saving 3 councillors, you're saving 10,000 Asari
This is bigger than humanity.
crew members of the
Sovereign's a
Ascension.
threat to every organic
And the
species
galaxy
in the
could really
galaxy.
use another 10,000 Asari,
That's
let's
why
be
you can't
honest.
throw away reinforcements trying to save the council. Hold them back until the
Yeah,
Citadel
Rex
arms
is
open
not in
up.
favour of this
We
plan.
can go
He's just
after
like, the
Sovereign.
council have never helped you, why would you do this?
Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back.
So yes, save the
Opening the
council.
relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension, no matter what the cost.
I hope the council appreciates
Yeah,
this.
they won't ever really appreciate it. But it does help us out in
Alliance
Mass
ships,
Effect 3
move
when
in.
you have the
Save the
council
Destiny
there.
Ascension.
Because you can sort of side with the Krogan and cure the genophage. And then if you have Thean alive, and you have the
Men, we're
councillor,
picking
the
up reinforcements.
Salarian councillor alive,
Thank the goddess.
Thean can rescue the councillor, and then you also gain the Salarian fleet. So So you sort of get the best of every possible outcome then in 3, because you can have the Krogan on your side, and you also get the Turians, and you can also get the Solarians then if you have Thane and you kept the original Solarian Counselor alive. Pretty sure that's how that works. Solarians don't have a really impressive fleet, but it is 600 war assets, and it is nice that you manage to get, you know, the Asari, the Krogan, the Turians, and the Solarian all on your side, as well as the Quarians and the Geth if you were able to negotiate that piece. Sort of every main fleet in the galaxy joins you that way. Dead. So I think that's worth keeping the council alive for as well. So yeah, Rex just gonna check if Saren's properly dead. Bang. It's pretty funny when any other character apart from Rex shoots him in the face, because it's kind of brutal.
He's dead.
Like if Tali did it, it doesn't feel right for a character somehow. You just shoot this dead Turian in the face. But Rex, that's just a standard Tuesday for Rex. Just shooting anything he wants in the face. Yeah, this is going to be the indoctrinated Saren fight. This could be tricky. Hopefully it won't be too bad, and we can just stay in cover, start overload his shields, and then just machine gun him in the face until he gets taken down. But again, most people like to spam this fight with biotics, but I decided to rely on being a sniper, so I don't really have biotics. I have Rex to use through, excuse me, but it's really lift.
I am sovereign.
Lift or stasis or something where you can just sort of ragdoll Saren for ages and just machine gun him, and he can't get out of it, and you just keep spamming biotics. We're going to try the old-fashioned way of just machine gunning him when we have a chance to. Again, he's sort of modelled after the worst enemy in the game, which is the Geth Sapper or Ghost or whatever they decided they're called, because it just repeats that running around or jumping around and avoiding your fire move that I just hate. Because he's not really pulling out any mind-blowing attacks or anything against us, he's just really hard to aim at. He's always moving around. And again, that's probably why people like abusing biotics against him, and I don't really blame them because it's sort of an annoying fight. But we're not really taking too much damage at the moment. Okay, we'll try to take out these Geth, because they're more deadly than Saren in this fight, to be honest, as long as we keep him jumping around and not really firing at us. Fighting the Geth is the main issue. I sort of hate bosses like that too, when the boss isn't really the real difficult part of the fight, but he sends in all his little minions. It's pretty cheap, and I never really like that in any game. But yeah, we've got Saren half health already, that's pretty good. We're going to get a little breather, a little cutscene. Yeah, Sovereign's pretty much kicking ass out here.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back.
I don't know, Normandy doesn't seem to really have that much firepower, so I'm not sure what Joker's even doing flying around out there. Is he just trying to draw fire or something? Okay, the annoying bit about that is Saren got his shields back up, so we're going to have to take those down again. Overload, and we use my overload. Oh, that barely took his shields down, that's annoying. Seems to be hitting him with the assault rifles, does good work, bringing down his shields. Overkill, yeah, that really brings down his shields. That's good to know. Overkill is a really valuable power in in this fight, it seems. Just try to keep machine gunning him. Where did he go? Hit him with sabotage and overload. Okay, that knocked him down. That's okay, get him in the head. Overkill's not reloaded yet, or recharged even. He's got about a third of his health left. With Carnage Rex, I'll put on immunity just in case. The rifle's overloaded. We'll try sniping him a little. Sniper rifle's kind of too slow. If we put on assassination, that should help now. Okay, that was a pretty good hit. Sabotage. That seems to knock him off the wall. Oh, come on. It's a little too fast for the rifle, but oh, come on, get a headshot. Come on. Yes, there we go. So that wasn't too bad for a final fight, to be honest. I thought we would have died maybe once or twice. But I guess once you deal with his Geth in the first bit, and then it's basically just you and Saren. And he just jumps around a bit. It's not really that difficult to stay alive during. Just stick to that bit of cover I was behind, I guess, and just do your best to whittle his health down. So yeah, we've pretty much completed the game on Insanity.
Hit it with everything we got.
Had a lot of fun doing this. It was, I think you actually get the most out of the combat when you play on Insanity, especially in the first game. And 2 and 3, I don't think it's as vital to play on Insanity to get the most out of using all the powers and stuff. Even on normal, some encounters in 2 and 3 can be pretty tricky. For Mass Effect 1, I think it really helps the game a lot to actually be on Insanity. There's some bits that are frustrating difficulty spikes, but I think we've shown that if you level up a lot, you have some really good armor, and you just bring Rex everywhere, that you shouldn't have too bad of a time if you sort of played this game before and you sort of know what to expect in certain sections. So yeah, it's just the destruction left by Sovereign being blown up. Was that one of his legs is stuck in here? I can't remember what happens to the remains of Sovereign. Does it all get cleared up and taken off by scientists or researchers or something? That seems pretty dangerous because Reaper tech, it just seems to indoctrinate anybody who hangs about with it too much. So I need to look up what happens to Sovereign's remains.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
It's pretty funny, Anderson telling Rex that he's going to be okay. Just somehow I don't think Rex really needs that much support. This is a pretty cool moment where Shepard just sort of runs in when the music's swelling and just proves that they're still alive. It's kind of cheesy, but I know I like it. Rex was almost smiling there. See, Rex, we're his favourite. I think you can call that a smile from Rex, maybe? And Tally's wearing a mask, so we can't really tell if she's smiling. Hopefully she is. And that is Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition on Insanity. I think all that there is left. So it's just the council meeting left. I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you again with Mass Effect 2 on Insanity.